Now that everything is set up, I'll go over the control panel that is actually mounted on the wall. This control panel, really the objective of it is for you to be able to open and close the garage door just from the wall without having to use any remote or anything else. And it's just a convenient way when you enter the garage from the small door to open up the big door and get in the car, and then you can close it from the car outside. So as you can see here, there's a big button on the top here. Essentially, this is what opens the garage door and closes the garage door. There is the LCD screen below that, and you can see the LCD screen is alternating between the temperature as well as the current time, and it also shows the status of the charge of the battery as well. So this is, of course, because this garage door opener has a battery backup, so that if the power does go off, you can still operate it and open it up. Below that is a set of buttons, the menu items that allow you to control and configure some of the options around the garage door opener, and we'll talk about that too in a little bit. Then there is the motion sensor. Essentially, all this does is turns on the light when you walk into the garage without actually you having to turn on the light. It's a very convenient feature for you if you have something on your hands, for example, and you can't turn on the light. However, if you do want to manually turn on or off the light, you can press this button down here. So now let's go over some of the menu options around here. You can get into the menu by pressing this button here for menu. So once I hit menu, you start to see that you get all the different options to configure the system. You can navigate, and as you can see, the LCD will show you which button does what. So if I want to go down, select the second option, a TTC off or lock disabled. As I press each of these, it just goes into them, and then I can keep scrolling down or up, for example, to be able to set it up. So I'll start off with a clock setup. This is simple. If I want to go into that to change the time, for example, I would hit the enter here, and I can change the time by hitting enter, and then I would do plus or minus, as you can see here, and then once I'm done that, hit enter, good to go to the minutes, and once I'm done with it, I would just go done. Back to the menu again. With the clock setup, you can set it to be 24 hours or 12-hour clock, or hide or show the clock as well. So you can set that up from here. TTC means time to close. So this is how long the garage the garage door should automatically close if it is open. And so essentially what that means is that you can set it to automatically close if it's left open after a few minutes, for example. So you can set the time 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can do custom. Right now it's off, and I prefer to keep it that way because I don't want the garage door closing up on me. Lock disables really allows the external lock to not be able to open the garage door, and provides you a little bit more security. Program is where you connect it to Wi-Fi and the MyQ, and there are a few other options, and I'll go over that in a minute, but for now I'll just continue on with this menu. This is the temperature. So temperature essentially allows you to select whether it's Fahrenheit or Celsius, or just show or hide the temperature altogether. So the temperature right now is shown in Celsius, so that's the way it's set up. You can change the language, of course. Light settings. So when you set the light settings, currently when the light turns on, it stays on for about 4.5 minutes. You can change that time, for example, or you can set the automatic light, which means that the motion sensor will kick in as soon as you walk into the garage. Go back again, and then of course there's some contrast adjustments for the LCD panel to make it easier to read. So with that, let's go back to the program to connect it to Wi-Fi. So if I hit program, really what that allows you to do is you can set up and program some of the features of that. The first one is the MyQ Wi-Fi opener. This really allows you to connect it to Wi-Fi, and once you hit that and once you tap on it, it will actually allow you to Wi-Fi setup started. So you'll hear that beep, and then you continue the rest within the app. The MyQ app, as you can see, I've downloaded it here. I can tap on it to open it up on the phone. On the app itself, you hit the Wi-Fi garage opener. What it tells you here is it shows you have to have access to the Wi-Fi. So yes, I have that strong Wi-Fi signal inside your garage. Yes, I do. Your Wi-Fi password, we have that, and Bluetooth enabled. Bluetooth is enabled, as well as enabled location services. So yes, so turn on and then allow it only while in use, and then I'm ready. So then it asks you to choose the wall control that looks like it. So in this case it looks like this one, so I will tap on here, follow the instructions, tap menu, program, and then go to select Wi-Fi setup and my Wi-Fi opener by tapping enter, and then I hit next, and then you should have heard a beep from your ceiling mounted garage door opener. Yes, I heard a beep. We discovered, and so as you can see, it has found one already, and so I can just tap on this. It will now connect to the device, Bluetooth pairing request, so it'll actually pair with my device. So it can see my Wi-Fi, so I will hit my Wi-Fi. I'll enter my Wi-Fi. And then I will hit next. It's now connecting. You can hear the beep. You will hear a series of beeps. Stay close to your device. So now it has actually created it. So now let's say I can rename it, turn on Wi-Fi. I will enable Wi-Fi here. It's connected. So now that now I can actually rename my garage door. So I can put in garage door. I will just leave it as garage door and then hit next. And you're all set. It's all done. It is connected to the Wi-Fi. Once I hit finish, it says when closing a garage door from the app, you will hear a series of loud beeps and you'll see flashing lights. This is an alert to clear the path on the door, so I will hit OK. And then it shows you the garage door is now open. Now the garage door is open. From the app, I can hit close, and this is what will happen. It closes. It shows me that it has closed. I can now go and open it up again. If I hit open, it actually goes and opens up the garage door. So you can see it actually gives us that warning while it's closing, but when it's open, it actually does not do that. So now let's try and set up notifications. So as you can see here, the garage door is open. Next to every garage door, there are three little dots on the top here. I can tap on these, and then I can set up notifications. So when I hit notifications, it tells me to set up notifications. So add a notification to the device to know when it's in use. I hit the plus here, notification name, so I can say garage door open. And then I can set whether it's open, closed, or stopped. I can set all these three. When would you like to be notified of the above? I can say immediately or remind me at a certain time. So, and then how should this notification be active? Custom time and day, so I can set it up for a specific time of day, or if you just leave it like this, then it just stays on all the time. How would you like to be notified? Push notification, or I can have an email address, so I can enter email address here as well. So once I do this, I hit save, then it's enabled. Let's see how that works. So if I were to open up the garage door using another method, so I will just use the wall panel here to open it up, or you could have used anything else, such as the remote, for example, from your car. But once I open it up, what should happen is that I should get a notification on the phone. As you can see, the notification just came through, the garage door just opened, and when I hit that, of course, it shows me where that is. So it's pretty useful so that you know if the garage door opens and closes as well. So if I were to go and close it again, then I would get another notification with that. and the second notification just came through as well.